Okay, are you ready? We're going to read from the BFG together, so grab your copy if you have one. My class should have one. And put your leader finger underneath where we start. Now, before we do that, we're starting on page 115, The Great Plan. But before we do that, I want to talk about what has happened so far. For anyone that perhaps doesn't remember because it's been a while or has not caught up to us yet. So we began with our main character, Sophie. Sophie lives in an orphanage in England. She wakes up in the middle of the night during witching hour one evening and sees a giant with a trumpet blowing things into children's rooms. She has no idea what he's blowing in there. She just knows that she sees him and it's weird and it's scary. Then he sees her. She runs, hides in her bed, but he grabs her anyway. And he takes her somewhere. Turns out this giant's name is the BFG, or the Big Friendly Giant, and he takes her to Giant Country, where all the giants live. Now, the BFG is the only friendly giant. All the other giants eat human beings. Now, he calls them human beings instead of human beings, but the BFG just kind of talks funny. He has a way of talking that kind of makes you laugh. And you can understand what he's saying, but he's using the wrong words. It's really interesting. So the BFG and Sophie are starting to get to know each other because it looks like Sophie is going to live there for the rest of her life. The BFG says he can't let Sophie go back to her home because then she'll tell everyone about the giants and he'll end up in a zoo, which he doesn't want to do. So, if we've got the BFG and Sophie in Giant Country, well, now Sophie's going to go around and do what the BFG does. She learns who the other giants are, which are these awful, huge creatures, much bigger than the BFG. She learns what the BFG eats. Turns out he eats snozcumbers, which are a really gross vegetable. He drinks frobscottle, which is a delicious drink where the bubbles go down instead of up. Then she goes with the BFG to Dream Country. In Dream Country, they catch dreams. They catch dreams so that BFG can collect them to blow into the children's rooms at night. That's what he uses the trumpet for. He puts the dream in the trumpet, blows it into the child's room, and gives the child a nice dream. So, they catch some dreams. They catch a good dream and they catch a bad dream. They play a funny trick on the giants. And the giants head off to London, where Sophie is from, to eat some children in London. And Sophie is beside herself. And that is where we're going to begin today.